Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about once you understand this, everything changes. So if you're a single guy and you are hoping to attract the beautiful woman of your dreams, once you understand this, then everything is going to change in your dating game, your dating world, and everything is just going to feel much more effortless and much more better for you. Okay. So when it comes to dating women, you've got to really let go of the outcome. You've got to become unattached to the outcome. So what I mean by that is this. When you go out on a date and you're meeting a woman, you can't be attached to the fact that, oh, I need to try and make her my girlfriend. I hope I'm saying the right things, or I'm hoping to get laid at the end of the night. You really got to not focus on those things and become unattached to the outcome, okay? What you should focus then is before you go on a date, right? Before you're even meeting her out, before you're even got that drink in your hand or you're at dinner together, whatever it may be, you've got to, before go on the date, get your mind in the right place. You've got to get your mindset correct, okay? So when you're out meeting, before you go out on this date, you've got to have a few minutes to yourself and think, I'm not going to focus on the outcome. I'm not going to focus on trying to make her my girlfriend. I'm not going to focus on trying to get laid. I'm not going to focus on any of that. My main focus is to enjoy myself, have a good time, have a laugh, get to know her and get to make her laugh as well. You know, try and make her laugh, try and bring some fun and laughter to the date. So you can think to yourself, hopefully she's fun too and she's funny and she can make me laugh. And just enjoy connecting with another human being and getting to know them. Because if I become attached to the outcome, what's going to happen is this. I'm going to become more nervous, and you're already going to feel nervous about going on a first date. We always have a little bit of jitters to begin with when you're meeting someone out for a date, especially if you already are somewhat invested, because let's say maybe you already know her and you've got a crush on her. Maybe, you know, you finally got that woman that you have a crush on at work to go out with you, and, you know, you're feeling nervous about it. So when you've got an outcome in your mind, and the outcome already is to have a good time, have fun, get her to laugh, you have a laugh as well, and just focus on getting to know her. And when you're focused on that outcome, okay, and that's your goal, you become more relaxed, okay? Because like I said, you're already gonna be a little bit nervous, okay? Another thing that's gonna happen is if you are too focused on getting into a relationship with her or getting her to be your girlfriend, you're going to be doing things that are going to be approval seeking behavior. Okay, so you're going to be worried about what you're saying, you're going to be worried about how you're coming across, you're going to be focused on your body language and like, oh god, I'm looking nervous, I better change something about myself. But what you want to be is you want to put your focus outwards, and you want to remember your goal. Okay, so you won't be internally focused and worried about saying the wrong thing and doing the wrong thing, and, you know, oh, I should have put my arm around her just then. Oh my god, why didn't I grab her hand? Oh, I should have gone in for the kiss just then. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Why do I always do this? Right? You're going to be too inwardly focused. So you got to push your focus outwards and instead focus on the woman that you're on a date with, and focus on making her laugh, focus on having a great time, focus on having fun, just being relaxed and laid back and just enjoying yourself. Okay, that's your goal. And if you end up not enjoying yourself because, let's say, the woman that you're on a date with is boring for some reason, or you just don't like her personality, just go, just leave, just walk away. And what I'd say as well, if you're going on a first date, right, a first date, the best thing to do is to actually just meet out for a drink. Okay, don't plan like a big sit down meal, especially with someone who you don't know, like let's say a woman that you've met on a dating app. Because you could, if you go for a sit down meal, you're locked in. You're locked in for at least probably about 2 hours. Okay, because you might have like appetizers, and then you'll have a main, and then you'll have a dessert, and so you're locked in. Okay, but if you just go for a drink, or the first date that I ever had with my wife, which was going out for a walk and just meeting up at the local park, yeah, that is inexpensive, and also you can leave very quickly if you decide that you don't like her, if you feel like it's not working out. So for example, you might have to stay about maybe half an hour in order to get a good feel for the vibe that you guys have and to get a good understanding of her. But you can leave if you don't like her, okay? Or if you think something's off, or you think it's not going to work out, because maybe it might be the case that, yeah, you find her really attractive, but you can tell by her body language, you can tell by the way she's reacting to you, and you just have a gut feeling that she's not that into you, then you can also leave, because it might be the opposite thing. But if you guys are like really having a good time and interacting fun, then you can extend the date and make it longer. Maybe you can go and get some ice cream somewhere, or go and grab like a burger from a food stall or something. If you've got like a street food place nearby you or something, you can extend the date and make it longer, and then maybe you can, you know, spend a bit more money. But you don't have to on a first date. You can always just meet for a drink or go out for a walk or do something like that. You don't have to do anything expensive, and also you can just leave at any time. But if you commit to a meal on a first date, like I said, you're locked in, you're trapped. Okay, so don't do that, especially on a first date. On a second date, yes, you can do that kind of thing, because you probably have a better understanding of how much you like her and how much she likes you, and things are working out better by that time, and there's just more understanding. So then you can go and go out for like a more formal date, like going out for dinner or something like that. But all in all, okay, you've got to develop this sort of skill and way of centering yourself before you go out on a date, which is remembering what your outcome is. Your outcome is to just have a good time, to have fun, and get to know her and get her to laugh. Okay, that's what your outcome is. So in a way, you do need to be focused on an outcome, just not the outcome that is going to lead you to feel anxiety. Okay, any kind of anxiety. So, you know, like what I listed before, of trying to get her to be your girlfriend, or getting laid, right? So focus on the other stuff, okay? So the last thing that I want to talk about is that it's a good idea, this will really help with your dating game, is if you because this will really help when you're meeting women out in person, like at supermarkets or in the stores, you know, clothes shops and stuff, when you're out buying stuff for yourself. When you're at the bus stop, or when you're waiting at a train station, you know, when you're just meeting people randomly during your life, it's a good idea to develop a love and a fascination with all women. So you're able to strike up a conversation with any woman you come into contact with, okay? So what this means is that instead of, again, becoming focused on you and what you're getting, focus on when you are meeting women in general, whether it's an old lady, whether it's, you know, a mother with her children out, you know, someone who's unavailable in some other way, you know, whatever it may be. Develop a good way of becoming a better conversationalist. And the best way you can do that is to develop a healthy love and curiosity and understanding and wanting to understand women. So when you're out and about with them, you can ask their opinions and ask their questions and become interested in their lives. You know, so let's say you're just at a bus stop one day, and there's a woman, whether she's old, doesn't matter what she is, a mother, and she's next to you. You know, just make a comment on the weather or something like that, and then strike up a conversation. Like if you see that this woman has got kids, you can ask her about her kids. If there's like an old lady, you can ask her about you know, her life. You know, like you know, you could say like, oh, you know, maybe this is probably true. You know, or you know, you kind of remind me of my my grandmother, and I lost her a couple of years back, and you know, I've always been really curious about the, you know, people's lives who are more mature than me. And you know, please, I'd really love to know if what kind of wisdom have you learned over the years? Just a question like that, you know, to a woman who's clearly older than you. You know, ask her, what wisdom have you learned over the years? Just a simple question like that, and I'm sure she would love to answer that, and she would talk to you for a few minutes about the wisdom that she has learned over the years. You know. And it's about just developing this healthy love and curiosity for all women across all ages. And I don't mean like a sexual love, you know, obviously that does come into play with some women who you personally find attractive, but it's just having this healthy love and curiosity about all women, you know, no matter their age, and just being able to strike up conversations with them. So when you actually do meet a woman that you do fancy, that you do like, it's going to be much more easier to talk to her. It's going to be so much more easier to have a conversation with her. Okay, if you develop that love and curiosity for all women, and you'll make some great connections, and you'll hear some interesting stories. And I really firmly believe that the magic of life is found out in the world, where you can go and interact and talk to people. And of course, you can also apply this to any men you meet in your life as well, being curious about their lives, because you'll be interested. It's really interesting to like listen to, especially elders, their wisdom and what they've learned over the years, and being able to strike up conversations with those, because people who are older are so fascinating because of the things that they know and the things that they've seen and experienced. Because they obviously have more time. They've had more time on this planet, and they've lived through different crises over the years, and different like big global events, and it's just fascinating to talk to those kinds of people. So develop a healthy love and a healthy fascination with women, and so you're able to strike up conversations with all women, so when you meet someone that you really like, it's going to be really easy. So if you'd like more tips and you'd like more help, then please go to the website www.christineloveridge.com, and you can go and read my book, Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams, on the website. You don't need to log in, you don't need to sign up. Just go to the menu on the page, on the landing page, and go click on the book, and it will take you straight there, and you can read it completely for free. Again, like I said, you don't need to sign up, you don't need to log in, you don't need to create an account, you don't have to do anything. It's just there for you to read on the website. If you do want a physical copy, you can get one on Amazon, but it's not necessary because everything in the physical copy is on the book, is on the website. You can also get a Kindle version as well, but again, like I said, it's not necessary. And if you'd like coaching with me and you need help with a specific situation, then you can go to the same website, www.christineloveridge.com, and just click whichever coaching option works best for you at this current time. And I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.